Former Prime Minister Manmohan Singh, who's been made an accused and summoned by a court in a case that's linked to the coal scam that saw mining rights being assigned without any transparency to private firms, has told NDTV just a short while earlier that he has faith in the judicial process and that in a fair trial he would prove his innocence.
I respect the judicial process in our country, and I hope in any fair trial I will be able to establish my total innocence.
So the other point is, will you be contesting against the summons? Because, prima facie, you have been, as Prime Minister, you had issued a statement very categorically saying your position on the Hindalco. So would you like to respond to that?
Well, I have stated before the CBI my position, and I have also, as Prime Minister, issued a statement justifying what we did.
Will you be contesting against the, summons issued?
No. Take due course of time. You have enough time.
I'll have to discuss with my legal counsels.
Well, a court has also named Hindalco, its chairman Kumar Mangalam Birla and former coal secretary PC Parakh among the 6 accused. They have all been asked to appear in court on the 8th of April. Dr. Singh was reportedly questioned by the CBI in January, who asked him about a coal field in the Talabira block that was allotted in 2005 to Hindalco, whose billionaire chairman Kumar Mangalam Birla is of course one of the country's most well-known industrialists. At the time, Dr. Singh held direct charge of the coal ministry. Well, the Hindalco management has issued a statement saying it's confident that its stand will be vindicated in the context of the trial court's order with regard to the allocation of Talabira 2 and 3 coal blocks passed today. Hindalco reiterates that none of its officials, including its chairman, Mr. Kumar Mangalam Birla, have pursued any unlawful or inappropriate means for securing the allocation of the coal block. The company had represented its case to concerned authorities in a transparent and lawful manner. Hindalco will study the order of the trial court in detail and defend its case through legal process. It has cooperated with investigating authorities. Well, the former coal secretary has said his decisions at the time were fair, correct and legal. The Congress party also saying it will defend the former Prime Minister with all its might.
Once again, ask you that thing about, that question has been asked you earlier about Neyveli Lignite Corporation having suffered losses because of your decision to reverse the earlier decision of not allotting it to Hindalco.
I had already explained it that Neyveli did not suffer any losses. It was not that Neyveli was deprived of it. The block was allotted equally between Hindalco and Neyveli. And in our perception, both of them were equally entitled, and therefore it was a very fair decision.
As a bureaucrat, sometimes you have to take decisions which may not be totally defined within the law, which you see as in the best interest of the situation. What is that tricky part which you see in this case, which could have been something that you took a decision and the government perhaps or the agencies now are in disagreement about?
No, in my perception, there was absolutely nothing wrong in this decision. It was a fair decision and it was a correct decision. There is nothing illegal about it in my perception.
Did you feel that the earlier decision was erroneous in that case? After his representation, you reconsidered?
Well, I won't say it was erroneous in the sense that since Neyveli was my own ministry's company, I thought that it will be good to give it to Neyveli. But when he made a representation that why should we be discriminated just because we are a private company and a government company, I thought there was a logic in his representation, and the decision needs to be reviewed.
Law has to take its course, and we respect the law and the majesty of the law. But a citizen also has constitutional rights, his right to life and liberty. In fact, he was extremely cautious. As and when an issue came up, he said we should always be on the right side of the law. So a man who always wanted to be on the right side of the law has found himself, summoned by court. But we will of course face it. Well, under the law, the court has the right. I am given to understand through the media that the special prosecutor said that there is no prosecutable case.
कोल ब्लॉक आवंटन घोटाले में प्रधानमंत्री पर हमने 2010 में ही उंगली उठाई थी, और उसके पहले मैं उनको एक देश के प्रधानमंत्री के रूप में पत्र लिखा करता था कि अपराध हो रहा है। इस आवंटन घोटाले में जितने बड़े बड़े लोग इसमें इन्वॉल्व थे, जिन्होंने गलती की है, उनमें से पूर्व प्रधानमंत्री डॉक्टर मनमोहन सिंह का नाम आना ये देश के लिए दुर्भाग्य भी है और मुझे बहुत इस बात का आनंद है कि इसमें से कोई बच नहीं सकता। सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने बचाया है।
ये बिल्कुल गलत है और इसमें बात कोर्ट में साफ हो जाएगी और डॉक्टर मनमोहन सिंह इसमें बिल्कुल साफ सुथरे बाहर आएंगे।
लेकिन आपको लगता है कि जो रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशंस हैं वो अडहेयर नहीं किए गए थे जब कोल का आवंटन?
स्क्रीनिंग कमेटी थी, एक ऐसी समिति थी, बड़ी वरिष्ठ स्क्रीनिंग कमेटी थी जिन्होंने इसको तय किया। डॉक्टर मनमोहन सिंह कोल मंत्री उस समय होने के नाते अगर उन्होंने स्वीकृति दी, मैं जानता नहीं हूँ, उस आधार पर दी। किसी प्रधानमंत्री को इतनी बारीकी से इस पर देखना संभव नहीं है, इसलिए एक बड़ी वरिष्ठ स्क्रीनिंग कमेटी बनाई थी और इस स्क्रीनिंग कमेटी के अनुसार जो तय किया वो हुआ।
I don't believe that Manmohan Singh has taken a single penny from anybody. He's impeccably honest. I don't think you can find fault with him, but it's finally for the court to decide what it is. I have no comments on the court, but court is free to summon anybody if it finds he is guilty. But where is going to be evidence?
Now Manmohan ji, economist Prime Minister, had to face the CBI charges. This is yet another blot of the Congress, and what has happened is a Congress scene which is being now Manmohan Singh has to face.
First of all, no one is above the law, and whenever there is any such allegation, of course it has to be examined. I have to say that the examination of such issues have to be free and fair, and particularly when a former Prime Minister is concerned, extreme care has to be taken to see that it is not politicized.
It shows the robustness of the system set up by the Supreme Court while monitoring the coal scam case. What the Supreme Court did was that they said that they will monitor the investigations in order to ensure that all the investigations that are required are done.